Grab is the only delivery app that I'm personally invested in. And let me tell you a little bit about why that is. While it's true that Grab stock has been somewhat of a sideways trader for a decent period of time now, the truth is that the business's fundamentals have actually greatly improved throughout this time frame. Yet, the market seems to go by without noticing this stock. For me, that spells opportunity. One of the major focuses of management right now that's improving the fundamentals of the business is the reduction of costs. For example, the 20% reduction in headcount costs in terms of regional corporate costs, Q1 2024 versus Q1 2023. And this, I think, will just be the tip of the iceberg. So the company has mentioned that they see generative AI boosting their cost cutting. I think part of that is that they view AI as possibly a tool that will make each individual employee more efficient, thereby allowing them to further reduce headcount more than what they've already done. They additionally have a Fintech segment that seems like it could be quite appealing. They claim to have deep credit modeling skills, and they use what they're calling data science. And who knows if maybe AI could play a part in this. They can ingest 185 different variables to model if something is a good risk or not from a credit perspective. And they are definitely growing their book fast. The fintech segment of their business is definitely growing at a rapid pace. A lot of the Southeastern Asian countries that they service, a lot of the people are sort of unbanked by the sort of more traditional banking system, and they're already used to using Grab. So a lot of them are kind of gravitating towards using the Grab banking or fintech options more so. And they say even with the rapid growth that they've had, they've managed to maintain NPL of only 2%. And NPL, I believe, stands for non performing loans. So basically, 98% of their loans are performing as well as expected, and only 2% are underperforming, which I believe that's actually pretty solid. Now, major American banks generally have NPLs of less than 1%. However, when you compare this 2% figure to other Southeast Asian banks, that 2% figure is actually a little bit better than Thailand's 2.74% in Q1 2024, and the Philippines with their 3.57% as of May 2024. So if you take into consideration what some of the other banking systems in Southeast Asia are doing in terms of non-performing loans, it seems like Grab is actually underwriting better than the banks. I think with the combined cost discipline and aggressive cutting and seeking of efficiency that they're doing, along with the profitable, aggressive expansion of their fintech segment, we could see these margins expand past the 40-ish percent that they've been at for 2 or 3 quarters now, into perhaps the mid to upper 40s to even lower 50s at some point, which will then translate into a reasonably good bottom line as their revenue grows. And if they pair those factors together with buybacks, we could end up having what some people like to call a quality compounder on our hands here. Granted, they still have to accomplish some things and execute before we get there, but I think they're doing a good job so far. While analyst estimates aren't at all something that I put a whole lot of faith in, this is one where they more or less agree with my takes, at least in terms of the fact that the stock is probably worth more than where it currently trades today. This seems to be a quality business with a lot of growth ahead of it, solid, disciplined management, headed for good things, and the market just seems to be sort of blind to it at the moment for whatever reason. So I'm personally happy to be in it at the prices I'm in it and can't wait to see what they'll do next. Also, the yardstick management uses, which is adjusted EBITDA for their overall operational profitability, did get raised in terms of the guidance from 180 to 200 million up to 250 to 270 for your 2024 fiscal year. That is a pretty massive raise in their guidance. Also, I just want to note I have used this app on multiple trips to Southeast Asia, and I can vouch for the fact that this app is an absolute pleasure to use. Works just as well as Uber for things like rideshare or food delivery, etc. While I haven't personally used the financial parts of the app as I don't live in the areas where that is offered, and it's not offered to people who are just visiting, I can say that if it's anywhere near as good as the other parts of the app, then it's probably great and probably will retain users in the long run. If you personally hold any grab stock, feel free to comment below and let me know your thoughts on my coverage. Is there anything I'm missing? Anything you'd like to add to the conversation? Feel free to do so. Also, subscribe to the channel to get more of my videos on grab and other stocks that I'm interested in. Make sure you like the channel, or like the video rather, for the algorithm. Join Discord, link in the description. Catch me 8 p.m. Eastern every Saturday night on Cashflow Kings Live, link in the description there as well. Take it easy, everyone. Have a wonderful day.